Hello everybody, my name is Andreas Kiburz and I'd like to present you the OCAD Route Analyzer 2.0. The Route Analyzer already exists in OCAD, but the current version shows only the shortest route between two controls and not, as the new one, the fastest route. You see that here in this example. For example, the runnability of the map symbols are not considered. The route goes straight through the green areas, and also the height, the elevation is not considered in the previous version. In the new version, the Route Analyzer 2.0, as I said, the OCAD is no longer looking for the shortest route, but for the fastest route. In this example, the shortest route is the left option, but the fastest route in the Route Analyzer 2.0 would be the right option, as it has fewer meters to climb. And very important, the Route Analyzer 2.0 is now not only available for urban sprint orienteering as the previous version, but now you can use it for all orienteering courses, and especially, of course, also for forest orienteering. So, how does OCAD find the fastest route? It calculates the fastest route by considering the distance, as it did already now, but also by considering the runnability and the relief. To calculate the runnability, OCAD creates a runnability layer from the map. So that's the map file you have, and you see the map symbols are converted to a runnability layer. And for example, the tracks and the path here shown in white color have a better runnability than, for example, forest or even dense vegetation, as you see here. So here in this part, in the vegetation part, the runnability is reduced and the route is of course slower. To create this runnability layer, OCAD assign a runnability factor to each symbol. So it takes the symbol set of your map and then it tries to assign each symbol to a runnability factor. For that, it uses for example, the symbol number or the color or the line width of the symbols, and tries to match the symbol with a runnability factor. So if you have an up-to-date symbol set, that will work smoothly. If your symbol set is very outdated, it may happen that the OCAD cannot assign each symbol correctly and that the route analyzer is not working properly. And as you see here, you have each symbol listed here, and each symbol has also a runnability. If it's 100%, you run on a path, and you have also a base speed that is now 3 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer. That helps you to estimate the running time. As I said, the runnability and the base speed, they can be adjusted individually. For example, if you have a forest that is quite slow, you can adjust this factor. And also if you have a competition in spring, it may be different from having a competition in autumn. Then you have the elevation model that OCAD needs to consider the height and the climbing. The digital elevation model is typically produced by the map makers, as they need it to calculate contour lines, hill shading maps or vegetation maps. You have to load a DEM in the course setting project to calculate the height along the routes. So in OCAD there is a new function called create optimized DEM for course setting, and with this function you can load a DEM, and you can create an optimized DEM, which has a much more reduced file size, but with the same quality. And this optimized DEM is much easier to pass to the course setters. So as a course setter, you can request this optimized DEM from the map makers, or you can also create it by yourself in the DEM menu of the course setting module. And this optimized DEM, you can embed it directly in the map file, so you have only one file, but you can also save it as external optimized DEM. You can see that here I have my map file, which is a half of a megabyte, and I have my digital elevation model, which is over 30 megabytes. And if I compress this and optimize this digital elevation model, it has only 3 megabytes afterwards. And as I said, I can also embed this elevation model directly into the map, as you see here, and then the file size of the map of course increases, but it makes it easier to pass it to the course setters. As a result, you will get a route that is shown with the route length, the elevation, the climbing along the route, and the expected running time. And as I said, this is calculated by the factors distance, elevation, and runnability. So let's switch to OCAD. And here I have loaded a demo map. And if you have no own data to try out the route analyzer, you can go to our website. And you find here in the download section documents, and you can download this route analyzer demo or sample data. And that's what I'm working with. So I have downloaded this folder and now opened my course setting project. In this course setting project, I have loaded the demo map with the embedded DEM, and I can also check in the DEM menu in the info part that the DE or the digital elevation model is embedded. And I see also this blue frame that indicates me an elevation model is loaded. I have here a small demo course, and now we will analyze the routes or find out the fastest routes of this course. For that, I open the route analyzer, and I can go to preview. And first of all, I have the option to set the parameter or perimeter. So it's by default it's set to entire map, but I can also define a perimeter if the map file is, for example, very large and I only want to analyze a small part of it. Then it makes the calculation faster if I define a perimeter, and I can also define a new one just with some clicks and end it with a double click. In the settings, I can again check if the elevation is considerate, and as I said before, here is also the part where I can adjust the runnability of the different symbols and also adjust the base speed. Then it's all set to analyze this short course. So I go to analyze route of my current course, and you see here on the left that the graph is created and the routes are now calculated. The routes are now shown in OCAD, and you also get a text file that opens automatically where you can see each leg and how long this leg is and how much climbing you do along this leg and what is the expected running time. And then you have the total length of this, or the total length of the course, and here is the extra length. So together, length and extra length, it's the length along the fastest route that OCAD calculates. And also you see here the climbing along the course. These values you can put in the course setting menu, courses, and here you can add the extra length, especially important for sprint orienteering races, and also the climb that is used. But let's go back to the OCAD window where you can see the routes, and here you see it also creates a text file with the route length, the elevation, and the expected running time. And this text file, you can shift this text file, and with this icon here you can also indicate the direction. If you click once, it will be horizontal, and you cannot shift this text file. For shorter routes, no text file will be created, but if you click on one, you see also here on the left button that there is the route length and all the details you see also here. In the route box to the right, you see each leg, and you can hide them or show the legs. You can also rename or delete them. If you think that's not the fastest route, or if you're interested in a different route, you can here add a via point. So just click on a route, and then you can drag the new route to a place where the route shall pass. And you see here the new route is calculated like this. You can do that again, and if you just go to an existing route, and if you press the shift button, you can also add more than one via point. So the route shall pass through here. And you see there is that's my new route. I do not have to calculate, of course, the whole course. I can also just use this icon, draw leg, and analyze route to, for example, go from this control to that control, or can also leave my cursor wherever I want. So I hide all routes, and I just show this leg. So this has been a short introduction to the route analyzer. As you can see, you can calculate and also compare different route options from one control to the other. If this route is really the fastest, that's of course a good question, because it already also depends on the personal preferences, or the weather, or the date of the year in which the competition is being held. But I think the routes are really plausible, and also helps you to maybe see routes that should not be run, that should be forbidden, but due to a missing embargoed area, or probably due to bad map drawing, this route is still possible. So that also helps you to detect these undesired routes. If you want to have more information, please go to our website, where you also find the demo data, and then you can try out the route analyzer by yourself. That was from my side. Thanks a lot for watching, and have fun with trying out the route analyzer 2.0.